Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, then you are watching the Curioscope Career Series, and this is where we break down everything about different study options, careers, exams, and smart choices for your future in different sectors. Today we're going to talk about the career options in defense services in India. Before we begin, let me ask you one simple question. When you see an army officer, a navy commander, or an air force pilot, what feeling comes to your mind? Most people say respect, pride, discipline, and honor. That respect is not accidental. It is earned through sacrifice, training, and service to the nation. Today's session is not just about exams. It is about defense as a life choice. By the end of this session, you will understand what life in defense truly means. Army versus Navy versus Air Force. How ranks and growth work at a high level. Entry routes after 12th and graduation. NDA, CDS, AFCAT, INET, NCC, Agniveer scheme. How you can start preparing today. This session may change the direction of your life, so listen carefully. Indian Defense Services. India is not just a country, it is a civilization, and every civilization survives because of strong armed forces. The Indian Army protects our land borders, from icy Himalayas to deserts and jungles. Beyond war, the Army leads disaster relief, rescue missions, and counter-terror operations. Indian Navy safeguards over 7,500 kilometers of coastline. Nearly 90% of India's trade moves by sea. The Navy protects sea routes, prevents piracy, and operates submarines and aircraft carriers. Indian Air Force guards our airspace, conducts airstrikes, evacuation missions, and disaster response. Together, these three forces protect us 24/7. Even while we sleep. Why choose defense as a career? Let's talk honestly. Defense is not an easy job, but it is one of the most rewarding careers. Service to the nation. Very few careers allow you to say, "My duty is my nation." Personal growth. Defense transforms ordinary students into leaders. You gain decision-making ability, leadership under pressure, confidence, discipline, and emotional strength. Defense doesn't just train your body, it shapes your character. Professional growth. World-class training, advanced technology exposure, international exercises and clear promotion structure. Financial stability and benefits. Let's break a myth. Defense is not a low-paying career. You get regular salary plus increments, allowances, field, flying, submarine, free housing, medical facilities for entire family, pension and retirement benefits and tax exemptions. Social respect. In Indian society, defense officers are trusted, the uniform commands respect, and you become a role model. Understanding rank structure, Army, Navy, and Air Force. The Indian Army follows a well-defined rank structure that ensures discipline, leadership, and effective command. This hierarchy is divided into three main layers: commissioned officers, junior commissioned officers, JCOs, and enlisted personnel, all of whom work together to safeguard the nation. Commissioned officers form the leadership layer of the Army. They receive their commission from the President of India and are entrusted with commanding troops and units. Their responsibilities include planning military operations, making strategic and tactical decisions, and leading forces during peace and war. Key ranks include lieutenant, captain, major, colonel, brigadier, major general, lieutenant general, and general. In essence, they decide what must be done and how missions should be executed, carrying ultimate responsibility for success or failure. Junior commissioned officers, JCOs, act as a crucial link between officers and soldiers. Highly experienced and promoted through years of service, JCOs maintain discipline, supervise training and daily activities, and ensure that officers' orders are clearly understood by troops. Their ranks include Naib Subedar, Subedar, and Subedar Major. Enlisted personnel form the backbone of the Indian Army. They perform frontline duties such as border security, patrols, combat operations, and technical or logistical support. Common ranks include Sepoy, Lansnaik, and Havildar. With dedication and performance, soldiers can progress to higher ranks over time. Indian Navy rank structure. Naval ranks follow global naval traditions and are organized into a clear hierarchy to ensure effective command and operational efficiency across ships, submarines, and naval air stations. The Indian Navy's rank structure is divided into three main layers: commissioned officers, senior sailors, Master Chief Petty Officers, and sailors. Commissioned officers form the leadership layer of the Navy. They receive their commission from the President of India and are responsible for commanding naval units. Their duties include commanding warships, submarines, and naval air squadrons, as well as planning and executing maritime operations and making strategic and tactical decisions at sea. Key officer ranks include sub-lieutenant, lieutenant, lieutenant commander, commander, captain, commodore, rear admiral, vice admiral, admiral, and admiral of the fleet. Simply put, they decide the mission and lead naval operations. Senior sailors, also known as Master Chief Petty Officers, act as a vital link between officers and sailors. With extensive service experience, they supervise daily shipboard activities, maintain discipline and morale, and ensure that officers' orders are correctly implemented. Their ranks include Chief Petty Officer, Master Chief Petty Officer Second Class, and Master Chief Petty Officer First Class. Sailors form the operational backbone of the Indian Navy. They operate ships, submarines, and naval aircraft, manage navigation, engineering, weapons, and communication systems, and perform frontline maritime duties. Common ranks include Seaman Second Class, Seaman First Class, Leading Seaman, and Petty Officer. Indian Air Force rank structure. The Indian Air Force follows a well-defined rank hierarchy to ensure effective command, control, and execution of air operations. This structure is divided into three main layers: commissioned officers, warrant officers, senior airmen, and airmen. Together, these layers enable smooth coordination in flying operations, technical maintenance, and ground support across air bases and missions. Commissioned officers form the leadership layer of the Air Force. They receive their commission from the President of India and are responsible for planning, commanding, and executing air operations. Their roles include commanding squadrons, air bases, and formations, as well as making strategic, tactical, and administrative decisions. Key ranks include Flying Officer, Flight Lieutenant, Squadron Leader, Wing Commander, Group Captain, Air Commodore, Air Vice Marshal, Air Chief Marshal, and Marshal of the Indian Air Force. In simple terms, they plan missions and lead air operations. Warrant officers and master warrant officers act as the vital link between officers and airmen. With extensive experience, they supervise daily operational and technical activities, maintain discipline and morale, and ensure officers' orders are correctly implemented on the ground. Airmen form the operational backbone of the Indian Air Force. They operate and maintain aircraft, radar, and weapon systems, handle technical, logistics, communication, and support roles, and perform frontline and support duties during air operations. Through skill, discipline, and experience, airmen keep the Air Force mission ready at all times. Entry routes. When can you join defense? Many students think, if I miss NDA, it's over. This is completely wrong. There are multiple entry points. The Indian Armed Forces offer multiple entry routes, allowing students to begin a defense career at different stages of education. After Class 12, aspirants can join through prestigious institutions like the National Defense Academy and the Technical Entry Scheme, which provide an early start to training for motivated students. Graduates can pursue a commissioned officer's career through exams such as the Combined Defense Services, AFCAT for the Air Force, and other specialized entries in the Army, Navy, and Air Force. The NCC Special Entry is another valuable option. Candidates with an NCCC certificate can apply through direct entry schemes, open to both men and women across all three services. NCC serves as a strong foundation for a defense career. Whether after school or graduation, the Armed Forces offer a pathway for every determined aspirant. Defense is a journey, not a single exam. NDA, the Dream Entry. The National Defense Academy, NDA, often called the Cradle of Leadership, is the premier and most prestigious route to becoming a defense officer in India. The NDA examination is conducted by UPSC twice a year and is highly competitive, assessing not only academic knowledge but also leadership, discipline, and officer-like qualities. Candidates must have passed Class 12. Physics and mathematics are mandatory for the Navy and Air Force. The age limit is 16.5 to 19.5 years. Both unmarried male and female candidates are eligible, subject to nationality requirements. The written exam includes mathematics, 300 marks, and the general ability test, 600 marks, covering English, general knowledge, and basic science. Qualified candidates appear for the SSB interview. Those selected undergo 3 years of joint training at NDA, Pune, followed by 1 year of specialized training at their respective service academies. Applications are submitted through the UPSC website, upsconline.gov.in. NDA doesn't just select, it transforms. TES for engineering-oriented students. The technical entry scheme is designed for technically inclined students who aspire to serve as engineering officers in the Indian Army. It offers a direct entry after Class 12 for candidates with a strong background in physics, chemistry and mathematics. Applicants must have appeared for JEE Main with selection based on Class 12 marks and JEE scores. The eligible age range is 16.5 to 19.5 years, and the entry is open to unmarried male candidates. A major advantage of TES is that cadets earn a prestigious engineering degree while undergoing military training, developing both technical expertise and leadership skills. Training is conducted in 2 phases. The first 3 years at institutions like CME Pune, MCTEM How, or MCEME Secunderabad, followed by 1 year of military training at the Indian Military Academy, Dehradun. On successful completion, candidates are commissioned as lieutenants in the Corps of Engineers. TES applications are released twice yearly, in January and July, via joinindianarmy.nic.in. CDS, Graduate Entry. For graduates aspiring to become commissioned officers, the Combined Defence Services Examination provides a respected entry into the Indian Armed Forces. Through CDS, candidates can join premier institutions such as the Indian Military Academy, Indian Naval Academy, Air Force Academy, and the Officers Training Academy, based on eligibility, merit, and preference. CDS is a graduate-level entry requiring a bachelor's degree, while the Navy and Air Force require an engineering qualification. Age limits typically range from 18 to 25 years, varying by academy and branch. The selection process is rigorous, beginning with a UPSC-conducted written examination, followed by the Services Selection Board interview and a comprehensive medical examination. Training duration varies. IMA, INA, and AFA offer around 18 months of training, while OTA provides a 49-week course for quicker commissioning. The exam pattern differs, with 3 papers for IMA, INA, and AFA, and 2 papers for OTA. The CDS examination is conducted twice annually, CDS-1 and CDS-2, with applications submitted through upsconline.gov.in. AFCAT, Air Force Common Admission Test, soar high. The Air Force Common Admission Test is the primary entry route for becoming an officer in the Indian Air Force. It offers opportunities in the flying branch as well as ground duty branches, both technical and non-technical. Conducted twice each year, AFCAT serves as a gateway to one of the world's most professional and respected air forces. Eligibility requires candidates to be graduates who studied physics and mathematics at the Class 12 level. The age limit for the flying branch is 20 to 24 years, while ground duty branches allow candidates up to 26 years of age. Both men and women are eligible, subject to nationality and marital status conditions. The AFCAT written examination tests general awareness, English, numerical ability, reasoning, and military aptitude. Shortlisted candidates appear for the Air Force Selection Board interview, followed by a medical examination. Applications are submitted through the official Indian Air Force website, careerindianairforce.cdac.in. NCC Special Entry, rewarding your dedication. The NCC Special Entry is a unique opportunity designed to reward candidates who have demonstrated early commitment to discipline, leadership, and national service through the National Cadet Corps. For the Indian Army, NCCC certificate holders with a minimum B grade can apply after graduation. This entry is open to both men and women between 19 and 25 years of age. Candidates are shortlisted based on their academic performance and NCC credentials, followed by the SSB interview and medical examination. Selected candidates undergo training at the Officers Training Academy in Chennai. The Indian Air Force also offers a special NCC entry. Candidates with a valid NCC-C certificate receive a major advantage. They are directly called for the Air Force Selection Board interview, allowing them to bypass the written examination. This significantly fast-tracks their journey to becoming Air Force officers. For Army entries, applications are made through the official defense recruitment portals, while Air Force NCC entries are processed through the Indian Air Force website. Indian Navy Entrance Test, INET. Navigate your future. The Indian Navy Entrance Test, known as INET, is the main gateway for graduates who aspire to become officers in the Indian Navy. Through INET, candidates can join under either Permanent Commission or Short Service Commission. Permanent Commission offers a lifelong career in the Navy, complete with pension benefits and long-term job security. Short Service Commission, on the other hand, allows candidates to serve for 10 to 14 years, offering valuable experience while keeping future career options open. INET is open to both male and female candidates who are unmarried and Indian citizens. Eligibility includes graduation in engineering, science, commerce, IT, or relevant postgraduate qualifications, with an age range typically between 18 and 24 years. The INET examination consists of 400 marks and tests candidates in English, general awareness, reasoning, numerical ability, general science, and mathematics. The examination is conducted twice every year, and applications are submitted through the official Indian Navy website, joinindiannavy.gov.in. Agniveer Scheme. Let's walk you through the Agniveer Recruitment Scheme, which is a unique and prestigious opportunity to serve our nation through the Indian Army, Navy, and Air Force. The Agniveer Scheme is not just about a job. It's about discipline, leadership, patriotism, and national service. Let us begin with the basic eligibility requirements because this is the first checkpoint for every aspirant. The age criteria is between 17.5 years to 21 years. In some recruitment years, the upper age limit may be relaxed based on government notifications, so it's very important to check official updates regularly. Educational qualification varies by post and trade. Some roles require 10th pass, others 12th standard, while technical posts may need ITI or diploma qualifications. Under the Agniveer scheme, eligibility depends on the service and job role chosen. For students who have passed 10th standard, one of the most common roles is general duty, also called GD. In this role, candidates are involved in field duties, security, teamwork, and discipline. These roles are available mainly in the Indian Army, and students from any stream can apply, provided they meet physical and medical standards. If a student has completed 12th standard, more options open up. For example, clerk or storekeeper roles are suitable for students from any stream who are comfortable with basic computer work, record keeping, and office responsibilities. These roles exist in both the Army and Navy. Students from the science stream, especially those who studied physics and mathematics, can apply for technical roles. These jobs involve working with machines, equipment, weapon systems, ships, or aircraft. Such roles are available across the Army, Navy, and Air Force, but physics and maths are usually compulsory. For students who have completed ITI or diploma courses, there are technical trade openings like fitter, electrician, electronics technician, or mechanic. These roles are highly skill-based and are available in all three services, depending on the trade relevance. So the key message here is simple. Your education decides which roles you can apply for, and choosing the right trade according to your qualification increases your chances of selection. Nationality is simple. You must be an Indian citizen to apply for any of the three services. Lastly, medical fitness plays a very important role. Candidates must meet prescribed standards for height, weight, chest measurements, eyesight, and overall health. Physical and mental fitness is a non-negotiable requirement in the armed forces. Now let's understand how the application process works. Each service, Army, Navy, and Air Force, has its own official recruitment website. Candidates must apply only through these official portals. There is no offline or third-party application process. The steps generally include online registration, filling in personal and educational details, uploading documents, and selecting preferred posts or trades. Accuracy is extremely important here. Any mismatch in details can lead to rejection. Remember, never trust agents or unofficial websites. The entire Agniveer recruitment process is transparent and merit-based. The selection process under the Agniveer scheme happens in multiple stages. The first stage is the online written exam, also known as the Common Entrance Exam. It usually tests general knowledge, reasoning, mathematics, and basic aptitude depending on the service and trade. Those who qualify move on to the physical fitness test, which includes activities like running, push-ups, sit-ups, and other endurance tests. Physical preparation is key here, and candidates should start training well in advance. The next stage is the medical examination, which is a detailed health check to ensure candidates meet the armed forces' strict medical standards. Finally, a merit list is prepared based on overall performance, and successful candidates are enrolled as Agniveers. Now let's talk about what you gain as an Agniveer. The service duration is 4 years, during which candidates receive structured training, discipline, and exposure to advanced military systems. The starting in-hand salary is approximately 21,000 rupees per month in the first year, which increases each year, reaching around 28,000 rupees per month by the 4th year. One of the biggest highlights is the 7 package, a tax-free corpus of 11.71 lakhs rupees, given after completing 4 years of service. Additionally, 25% of Agniveers are retained for regular service based on performance, discipline, and merit. Even for those who exit after 4 years, the skills, confidence, and experience gained open doors to careers in government services, private sector, and entrepreneurship. Preparation roadmap. Preparing for a defense career is a long-term journey, not a last-minute effort. Success in the Army, Navy, or Air Force requires discipline, dedication, and a clear plan. The first step is to start early. Planning during school years helps you build strong academics, improve fitness gradually, and develop confidence without pressure. Physical fitness is the backbone of defense preparation. Activities like running, swimming, stretching, and strength training should become a daily habit, as the forces demand both physical endurance and mental alertness. Along with fitness, focus on academic fundamentals, mathematics, science, English, and general knowledge. Regular practice and mock tests improve accuracy and confidence. Leadership and awareness are equally important. Sports, NCC, group activities, and staying updated with current affairs help develop responsibility, teamwork, and maturity. To conclude, a defense career is not just about a uniform. It is about character, courage, and commitment. Start early, stay consistent, and prepare for a life of service to the nation. Not everyone is meant to wear the uniform, but those who are, feel the calling. If you have courage in your heart, discipline in your habits, integrity in your actions, then the Indian Defence Services are waiting for you. If you found this session helpful, be sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay connected for more updates, tips, and guidance on your educational journey. Thanks for joining us. Best of luck with your preparation.